Alright, hold on. Okay.
Nicole Kidman wowed the critics with her turn as an ambitious TV reporter in To Die For, a character who will do anything to boost her career, even murder.
The reason I wanted to play the character was that it was, something I'd never played before, and it was funny and weird and complex and dark, and all those things are something you look for as an actor. And when that sort of role comes along, you go, oh yes.
Nicole won a Golden Globe Award. Backstage, she told reporters how she convinced director Gus Van Sant to give her the part.
I called him on the telephone at home. He lives in Oregon, and we spoke for about an hour, and we spoke about the character. We spoke about a lot of other things too, and we just clicked over the phone. And at the end of the conversation, he offered me the role.
Because of her ambition to play the part, as well as, her interest in the type of character, she seemed to be like the logical choice.
She forgot it.
We'll get to you in a minute. Lydia?
I think the movie in the States that really kind of put her on the acting map was Gus Van Sant's To Die For, in which she played a ruthless TV newscaster. They're very different parts, but I think combined they showed not only she could act, but that she was willing to do unusual parts for unusual filmmakers.
After the success of To Die For, Nicole and Tom adopted another child. Nicole continued to work, going after a role she desperately wanted, the headstrong heroine of The Portrait of a Lady, directed by Jane Campion.
I really wanted to do it, but I wanted to make sure that she wanted me to do it. You don't want to work for a director unless they really think that you're right for the role. And there was times when she doubted me before we started shooting, and so that's why she put me through the audition.
Poor plain little Annie.
Nicole wore a corset during production to help her stay in character. Her next role didn't require any tight undergarments, just a lab coat. She plays a nuclear physicist in The Peacemaker, co-starring George Clooney.
I had to try and learn as superficially about nuclear physics, nuclear weapons, so that when I had to reel off all this technical jargon, I knew what I was saying.
After The Peacemaker, Nicole teamed up with husband Tom Cruise for their third collaboration, Eyes Wide Shut. It was a chance to work with legendary director Stanley Kubrick, whose meticulous methods kept the sexual thriller in production for more than a year. Kubrick died shortly before the release, leaving Tom and Nicole devastated but optimistic at the premiere.
It's very hard to say what they're going to get from this film. I think it's a different experience we've had such diverse reactions from so many different people. Women have a completely different reaction to men, so I just want everyone to see it. I'm really proud of it.
The production sparked a controversy. Tabloids reported that Tom and Nicole needed a therapist to help them with the sex scenes. The couple responded by suing the tabloids.
They said that even the great Stanley Kubrick couldn't get the kind of sexual performance out of them that he wanted, and they had to hire these two people to do it. I wouldn't want that said about me and my wife. It's a terrible thing to say about them. And of course, if it were true, maybe I wouldn't feel so strongly about it. It is absolutely false.
After the intensity of Eyes Wide Shut, Nicole lightened up, playing a witch opposite Sandra Bullock in Practical Magic.
I played Gillian Owens, who's the younger sister. In real life, I have a sister, but I happen to be the older sister. So this was a different dynamic for me, playing the younger sister.
Practical Magic made it to audiences before Eyes Wide Shut, though neither film was a hit. By the time audiences saw Nicole on the big screen again, her world had been turned upside down. 2001 would be, by her own admission, one of the most amazing and heart-wrenching periods of her life. That year, she and Tom filed for divorce. Kidman also suffered a miscarriage. She was devastated. But her work on two films, Moulin Rouge and The Others, would soon earn her the best reviews of her career.
Men grow cold as girls grow old. I suppose Satine in Moulin Rouge is the thing that I have the most love for in terms of just where it came at the time of my life and the way it was received, and it being a musical about love, all of those things.
That script was changing, hour by hour, and that's just because the director, Baz Luhrmann, really involved Nicole Kidman and Ewan McGregor in the creative process.
Nicole gave her all during the production.
In rehearsals with Ewan McGregor doing some dance routines, she was accidentally dropped and broke a rib. And then while filming a dance scene in the movie, she fell down a flight of stairs and wrenched her knee so badly that in later points of the film, she's filmed not standing but sitting in a chair on medication.
Nicole had still not recovered from the injuries when she started work on her next feature, a haunting ghost story called The Others. Her knee injury caused all scenes of her running to be delayed until the end of filming. The Others was co-produced by Tom Cruise, who attended the premiere and put in a good word for his ex-wife.
I've always been a fan of her work, even before we were together. She has enormous talent. I've always believed in her talent, and when I read the script, I wanted her to play this role. It's a tour de force character, and you know, I knew she'd be great in it.
Audiences also noticed Nicole's talent. The Others was a huge international hit, and Nicole earned 2 Golden Globe nominations in 2002, one for The Others and one for Moulin Rouge.
The nominees for Best Performance by an Actress in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy: Thora Birch, Ghost World; Cate Blanchett, Bandits; Nicole Kidman, Moulin Rouge.
Nicole won the Golden Globe for Moulin Rouge. She also earned an Oscar nomination, but it turned out to be Halle Berry's year. Nevertheless, Nicole's career was in high gear, and she was about to show the Academy a thing or two.